Hello, good people. Happy Wednesday, y'all. How y'all doing? Hope everybody is having an amazing day so far. I am. Still got this sinus though, but I'm here. Welcome in. Thank y'all so much for joining the live. To my moms, hello, beautifuls. Thank y'all so much for always being here with your love and support. Greatly appreciate y'all so much. Miss George Jones says, hey everyone. Miss Maria. My mod says, good afternoon, squad. Come on in and close the door behind you. Get your snacks, make yourself comfy, and let's talk. She says, house rules, no CC's names, use initials, creative spelling for curse words. Over here, we agree to disagree. Respect for discourse only, all is alleged. And in our opinion, it's for entertainment, y'all. That's it. That's all. She says, help us grow, subscribe, support. $ G Strickland 8 super chat, super sticker, share, join for $2.99. Tap the screen while you're here. If you see the hype button, hit it. Push us up in the algorithm. Thank you, Miss Maria. She says, George, she says, good afternoon, sis. Sonia says, hello, everyone. Happy hump day. Hey, Miss Sonia, so good to see you. Miss Salt and Light, hey, beautiful. She says, hello, G, Miss Maria, Mars and chats. Cam says, good afternoon, G Squad, Mars and chats. Hello, beautiful. Welcome. Miss Avis says, good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Miss Canadian says, hello and blessings to all. Same to you as well. Miss Sonia says, hi at Maria, George Jones, Salt Lake, Cam, Avis Ward, Canadian. She says, hey to everybody. Miss Ebony says, Grand Rising family. Hello, beautiful. Welcome. Miss Sonia says, hi, Ebony. Ebony says, hi, Sonia. Miss Donna says, hey, y'all. Hey, Miss Loyce, how are you? Welcome, everybody, child. We just up here to run off at the mouth. Because I'm about to tell y'all, child. I heard a little taste. All holy hell broke loose last night, just a little bit, child. But I was so asleep. But anywho and anyhow, see what is really getting to me is I'm trying to understand a little something. I'm gonna need y'all to help me out with this. But what I'm trying to understand is, um, mm, the word about the court with the blogger is really not being discussed, and I needs to know why. Why is it quiet on the set when it come to that? I said, now me myself, I just be observing. I be out here on the YouTube streets observing. I'm not about to go rah with nobody, none of that right there. I just be observing, and I be like, I see, yeah, But I can go ahead on and tell y'all too. Tuna Cat, I did not hit the YouTube streets again last night, child. This is 2 weeks in a row. She's a no-show, honey. She said, I'm not about to get back out there, child, because I know the people out there waiting to ask me. One, why was my husband down on his hands and knees? I'm not about to go live. Tuna is not going live to the good peoples. I think she let the Carlos know she's done. I'm not doing that no more. Too much is at stake, and too much has been said. Too much is going on, and I'm not about to be answering no questions, child. So yes, to the good people. Tuna Cat is not on the YouTube streets, child. She said nope, not today and tomorrow either. Not about to do that, child. I said, well, okay then, Tuna Cat, why you hiding, girl? Why is you hiding? Is what I needs to know. But yes, to the good people. Back to this here, the blogger child. The good people telling me that he was supposed to go live today over yonder child. But I said, well, my goodness. But y'all, this is what I was trying to figure out. Y'all remember whenever he was having them peoples go over there and become a member for $9.99? I never understood that. I was like, well, what is he doing that for? And then he vanished. Oh, it was all a plot. He got off of the YouTubers after he hit them folks in the head with that 9.99. He got off the YouTuber to make it for real look like uh I won't make it no money. I was gonna be needing my 6K. I said, is that what that was all about? Child. Mm, mm, mm. Child, these people on this YouTube street is just something special. I tell y'all all the time, just ride out. Just get out there and ride, child, and you be like, oh my goodness. I promise you're gonna be like, oop, wait, what? Don't say nothing, just listen and observe. You be like, oh, that makes sense. It may Y'all be doing all of that kind of stuff. But I ain't seen nothing that it went live, child, and talking about it and stuff and all that. I heard a little bit talking about Mel was crying and the Queen was crying at the courthouse and all that kind of stuff. They said that was a lie. Where is Maury Povich at today, child? Where is Maury? Child, I needs to see Maury, child. But anywho and anyhow, I am so glad that she won. I hope he goes somewhere and don't go looking for another target. Leave all the peoples alone of the world, baby. Just leave the people alone. If people don't want you in their circle, that is okay. But I tell y'all all the time, it wasn't even about no 6K. He just wanted to be, he wanted to be in the, so he could say I was in her presence. He just wanted to be in her presence. They tell me Mama Van was there. Shout out to Mama Van, because we're a fan of Miss Van up over here, child. But they said Mama Van was there too, for the support. I did hear that he said that the security guard, he said Jason was looking at him up and down. I said, well, now how will you know Jason was looking at you if you weren't looking at him? I'll wait. See, he just wanted attention, y'all. That's all that Miss was. Miss Maria says at Salt and Light. She says, hey, beautiful. Miss Ebony says, hot cakes is a scam. Not a scammer, honey. Hey, Miss Antonio, he's a old child. He's a hot mess. I know that. He's hot cakes for real. The good people said they had quite a few character witnesses is up in there, honey. And then I even heard the good people say he gonna say the judge wouldn't let him play his evidence. I said, wait, what? But they said again, where's Maury? That is to be determined. That is a lie. I said, well, my goodness gracious. One lie after another, after another, after another. Why you just can't keep it a book for once in your lifetime? Just say, maybe I was wrong, caught up in my feelings, trying to force myself in and off on somebody that didn't want me around. A lot of people do that, y'all. And they get mad at you too, especially if they think you're paying somebody else a little bit more attention than you giving to them. Oh, they don't like that. Don't even really know you like that. But that's all he had to do was just come out. If he wanted to even go so far and be real grown, just apologize. Just say apologize. Just apologize. Let it go. Be done with it. Donna says, hi, Sonya. Maria says, Canadian, hello, sis. Miss Maria says, at Ebony, hey, shoot. Ebony says he was looking at Jason because Jason is handsome. You better come on through here, child. He was probably saying, ooh la la la. And Jason said, no, thank you. Hey, Miss Charlene, she says, good afternoon, everyone. Hey, beautiful. Miss Sonia says, I was wondering why Hotcakes wasn't on his own channel and on someone else's chat commenting. Girl, you better speak on it. I couldn't quite figure that out myself. Hey, Miss Helen, beautiful. Miss Maria says, Lossy, she says, hey, girl, hey. She says that Donna, she says, Miss Donna says, hi, Maria. But yeah, that didn't make too much sense to me either, child. So I guess by the time the word got around, the good people were saying that he was supposed to go live at 12 o'clock, but my 12 o'clock and his 12 o'clock show must be different, honey, because I ain't synced nothing, honey. I was looking, show was, because I told y'all I'm just a little taste nosy. That's it, and that's all. Miss Maria says that healing, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? She says that Charlene, hello, happy Wednesday. Yes, happy Wednesday to everybody. Y'all get on up in here, shut that door. Make sure you hit that like button. If you ain't gonna hit that like button, go back out the door. How about that? That part right there. But yeah, all he just need to do is just, take it. I told y'all Mel was gonna cut these snakes' heads off this week. I told y'all that. Miss Sonia says hi at Healing and Charlene. Miss Helen says hi, Aunt Maria. But yeah, that was a question that a lot of people did have, why he didn't, go over there on his own space instead of getting somebody else to speak on it. I said, well, maybe it didn't make sense for him to do that, child. I don't know what that young man's thinking about. But yeah, lies is to be detected, lies is to be told, and it is what it is. It is what it is. But right down to the court cases with her Martell, a lot of these people ain't speaking on that either. I said, look at these snakes. Just look at these snakes. Just through here, through this YouTube street. Child, I tell you. Miss Mary Brown says, good morning, Miss G and chat from Cali. He wasn't on his live because he was lying. Come on through, honey. Come on through. Miss Helen says he didn't go live because he would be back in court. The judge warned him. Well, he sure had one said, Miss Helen. Will it be privacy or what? I'm not really sure. Miss Ebony says heard he will continue talking bad about Melody. Ain't that something? Y'all never seen them people that always starting at in the middle or the end? They're not starting at the beginning. Cause I was listening, child. I tell y'all all the time, I just be observing. I like to observe people. Some of y'all need to try that too. But I can't quite figure out for the life of me how them people just starting in the middle or at the end. Now, me, I synced it from day one. I synced him when he would sit down in her live engine style and be staring at her looking like a demon. I said, "They something ain't right with that young man right there. What is going on with him?" I couldn't figure it out. So the good people trying to say they trying to pretend like Mel just came out throwing shots at that dude. I said, Mari, that's another lie. Mel ain't said nothing about that boy. It was him. This is the beginning. Him talking about her, calling her out of her name, calling her mom, speaking on the children. He started all that stuff. Is that not the beginning, child? Somewhere in there. That was not the middle nor the end. It was right up in there when he started doing all that crazy foolery when she didn't want to have nothing to do with him. I don't blame y'all. He calling me, asking me what kind of steak I like, buddy. I don't know you like that, partner. Mm-mm. Um, Miss Ebony says, heard he will continue. Read down. Miss Charlene says, a CC who was at court will be telling her story on Friday at 6 p.m. Well, why you gotta wait till Friday? Child. Miss Maria says, I decided to do the Lord's work and went behind enemy lines last night on TikTok. I saw a lot of hotcakes supporters were lying out the ass and had their comments turned off. Lies don't care who tell them. Child, I tell you, that's the truth. They do not. Miss Ebony says, in my opinion, if the PTG 40 keeps talking shit about Melody, she will be next in court. I ain't learned no lesson. But I keep telling y'all that I keep telling y'all that baby right there, she wants some attention. She just wants male's attention. That's it. That's all. She don't mean not one word coming out of her mouth, child. She want the peoples over there for the clicks and the views. That's it about that right there, honey. That's it, and that's all, honey. If I were male, she ain't even worth court. They're probably saying how she gonna get there. I don't know. But that baby wants some attention, honey. That's all. Doing over there all that they're yelling and screaming for what? What that lady do to you, honey? She'll give you $1 million if you tell her what it was that she did to you. Look at you, done lost. Just done lost. Hey, Miss Sylvia, how are you? Welcome. Miss Maria says, and Antonio, hey, friend. Maria says, oh, what's there for him to tell? We saw the court paper. He lost. That's it. That's all. Ain't nothing else to tell. Ain't nothing else to tell. Ain't nothing else to speak about. Just that's what I was saying. Go on about your business, honey. Take the L and just move on. These people don't like peace, y'all. The people that just don't like no peace in their life. Maria says at Sylvia, she says, "Hey, girl, they do not like no peace, but yeah, he need to just stop it. But of course, he's got his little fan." And they probably saying it'll be just wrong for us not to rah for him. We got to rah for him, child. We know we're lying. We already know we're lying, but we got to keep on lying, child. One thing about a lie, baby, you got to remember that first one. Child, that's just too much work for me. I cannot do that. I cannot. But back to the Martell Holt matter. I heard a few people, not a whole lot, like the internet would be going ballistic. They kind of like quiet on the set, honey, quiet on the set. But for the few that I did hear, a lot of people is saying that what Martell did, him not showing up in the court, as we the good people over here have said, he just playing that. Shame on you, Martell. And kids gonna make you remember all this skit one day, child. And if you chuck bird, I just hope and pray to the good Lord you ain't had nothing to do with this here, honey. Cause honey, if not by Saturday, child, one of y'all might end up in jail. He gonna get you. Trust and believe. It has not set in yet what has really, 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 really happened. Huh. Bird, you's in trouble. I don't know what you're gonna do, honey, but you's in trouble. Mm, 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 mm. Child, the people's dragging him for filth, child. He ain't no good daddy, child. What kind of good daddy is this, child? I'd have broke through high water to be at that courthouse with my kids. Miss Sain said Bird it happened. Bird may be happy right now, Miss Sain, but when it sure enough set in, Bird gonna be sad again, that their face gonna be swole up again, all that kind of stuff. Two-piece me, I'm a two-piece you back. So I guess they're gonna be in the two-piece business probably by the weekend, y'all. Y'all know how them that folk do. Fight and cry, fight and cry. Girl, that thing was funny to me that day. Nothing but all they do is fight and cry, fight and cry. Miss Mary said three CCs were at the court, and he said the melody spoke. The CC said the melody didn't have to say a word. Her lawyer spoke on her behalf. He's a pathological liar. Mm. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Mari, where's Mari at, child? Can y'all go on up there and call Mari? We need Mari up in here. But y'all, I tell y'all already, it was to be expected. I knew the boy was gonna come out here telling all hotcakes was gonna come and tell all these lies. Why? Hotcakes don't like to lose. Hotcakes don't like to be ignored. Hotcakes wants to be the center of attention. But there was a lot of people that I've heard said that they told him not to do that. Man, what you doing that for? Don't do that. He ain't listen though. Words of advice, he just did not want to take it, child. Anything that makes sense, child, I guess he said, I'm not about to be listening at you. So it is what it is. Miss Maria says he did all this mess for what? He had his day in court just like he wanted. And the judge saw it for what it was, a bullshiggity. The judge governed the court decision accordingly. That part right there. Maria says that Mary, she says, hello, friend, how you doing? Child, he just need to go sit down somewhere, but it ain't over, child. The people tell me he got a lot of court cases and stuff. Um, he probably already know he gonna lose with his job. I think he's suing his job as well. Baby, you just need to go on out there and go back to work, get back out here on your YouTube streets and try to do the best you can, make it do what it do, and stop trying to get folk money. Y'all know what I really think these people doing with between him and Martell. They call themselves trying to bankrupt Mill. That's what it seemed like to me. Keep in court, keep her paying the lawyer, keep in court, keep her paying the lawyer. Y'all gonna be bankrupt before she do. Y'all don't have the fan base that she has. Just ridiculous what these people is doing. I'm in 70 says, I guess all of Hotcake's aunties showed up in court. Just saying. Girl, it must have been. They tell he had quite a few, honey. Quite a few, child. I said, well, my goodness. And the people said they was in there for a good little taste of a minute. Child, I wouldn't have been able to stay in that courthouse that long. I'm like, I ain't got to be sitting here for all this bullshit. A whole bunch of lies. I got to go, honey. Maria says that Ebony and look where that hot. Look where that got him, I guess. But yes, child, I be like, this is not, nah, But he just wanted his day in court. He just wanna now y'all wait for it. He gonna be out here telling the people he been in the same room as her. I'm telling y'all, that's all it was about. He watched all these other people, all them other people be in her presence. And he said, I just wish I could be one of them people, child. I just want to be in her presence. And when he tried to force himself on her, she said, wait a damn minute. Uh-uh. I don't know you like that, buddy. No. Child, all that lady ever did was try to get that boy some words of encouragement, especially with his YouTube channel. I never forget that Saturday when he popped. I don't know how he skipped the line and got in front of everybody, child, because people were trying to get on live with her, but for some reason, I looked down there and I was like, what? He was sitting down there Asian style. I said, well, how did he jump in front of all them there people? And child, only thing I ever heard the lady say was giving words of encouragement. She encouraged all the people that was in that live that Saturday, go on over there. She told him to go on over there and get your YouTube channel. And she told the people to go over there and follow him. That's all I heard the lady ever say. And just because he could not, I guess, make a song with a child, he lost his mind. He blanked out on that rejection. Miss Mary says Hotcake's job is suing him. Yeah, they fired him because he was on live from his job. Stupid. Ooh, child. Miss Evans says, I know, right, Maria. Miss Maria says, at Mary, he seems to be the type that thinks everybody gonna believe everything he says, despite what everybody sees. Child. The lies. Y'all better go on over there and get Maury. Mhm. I told y'all a long time ago, when you got these people that has convinced themselves that they are lying, but they done convinced themselves that they are telling the truth, how is anybody supposed to dispute that? How you gonna get that person to be like, nah, look, that didn't happen? Like, what are you talking about? You know that ain't true, man. You wasting your time. You might well let them go ahead and do what they gonna do, honey. Child ain't about to do that. It's too much. It's just too much. But God bless that young man on his journey, wherever his journey is. His lawyer, his job suing him. Child, I hope he got the money and them their aunties and they first of the month checks and all that kind of stuff. Child, I guess they'll come together and try to help him or whatever. Child, probably don't put another sad story on them there people. Child, Miss Marissa, child, Maury got better ways to waste his time. Child, I tell you, child. Mama said, "Oh, what?" Miss Ebony says, "Yeah, I think Hotcakes is gonna make a song about it." Child, please. Hey, Miss Faith, how are you? She says, "Good evening, everyone. Hey, beautiful." Child, he just need to stop. Just cut the mess out, child. He probably feeling like the whole town is laughing at him right about now. Silly fool. That's what he's saying to himself. He's got to feel a little stupid, child. Y'all can say what y'all want to. Miss Maria says, and Mary, he was always on live when he was supposed to be working. Sure was. Miss Saint says, I heard people be paying his phone. The whole time's laughing at you, silly fool. Well, Miss Sonia, I just told you the other day what the wildebeest said. If that's the case, he's not the only one, honey. Uh. There's that same lady that's over there doing all that rah-rah for them clicks and views, child. That's what Wanda said. I ain't said, child. Wanda came out there and told me that right there, and I was all here. I was here for it, honey. Um, Miss Maria says, "At Faith, good afternoon, sis." Saint says, "Hi, at Faith." Child, that's what they say. All the folk over there running off at the mouth and don't even compare. I mean, why y'all don't? Lord have mercy. See, they up there blocking their own blessings, trying to cause chaos for her. They ain't doing nothing but putting that mess back on their sentence. How come they can't get ahead? And then they got to ask other people to give them to pay their cell phone bill or whatever kind of bill it is. Miss Mary says those aunties are gullible. They're too old to be so foolish. But you know what? If they don't go along with him, Miss Mary, he gonna cuss them all the way out, honey. Y'all heard what I said? He gonna cuss them that older ladies out. Show is. And calls them all kinds of names, probably. Miss Maria says that Sonia, a fool and his money will soon be parted. Miss Ebony says he would charge the people if they want to hear the real document scamming again. Ooh, child. Well, I don't want to hear him that bad, baby. I won't be over there. I will be not attending that service. It's not worth it, child. All I heard was he lost. That's enough for me. I don't need nothing else, child. I don't need nothing else, child. Cause a whole bunch of them lies and all that, this spirit and stuff, child, that make you depressed, take your energy, make you feel all tired. You know they ain't nothing but a bunch of lies. I ain't not about to do that. Miss Maria says I've been cussed out by the best. It wouldn't even phase me. Child, she said, if you're gonna pay, you can get the doc yourself. That part right there. That part right there, child. Shame on him. He should have known better to be on his live. Everybody seen him up there with them there cheering. That ain't nothing new, y'all. We all seen it. Saint says he can keep his doors closed. And Charlene says, doesn't he know that the court transcript tells everything that happened? Mm, mm. Well, now, see, that's another thing, too, about playing his videos or whatever in the court. We know how this boy edit, edit, and edit. He probably had some court stuff in there playing, and the judge already know, baby, that can't be the beginning. I'm gonna need you to start with the beginning, honey. You down there to almost at the what is this? Get this shit out of my courtroom right now. Boy, don't you never come up here and playing with me like that. No, you can't go in the courthouse playing with, no, with the judge like that. Because they got some common sense. You trying to start at the end? I'm gonna need the beginning. I'm gonna need the beginning. Um, Miss Ebony says, I bet Hotcakes was switching and hoping Jason was looking. Not the BBL on deck. Not the BBL on deck, child. Ooh, child. He has to have went and got a new outfit, y'all. Miss Maria says a G. Yeah, and he's asking if y'all gonna believe him or your eyes. Ooh, child. It sure won't be you, baby. Won't be you, huh? It will not. But somebody like that, y'all, you ain't gonna be able to tell that young man nothing. He's gonna go on and go on. I never forget about that gospel singer. They said, he was threatening and all that kind of stuff. I don't like people that try to be in your circle and try to force themselves on you. Don't do that. That's a major turnoff. Ooh, what's wrong with you? Get away from me. I don't like stuff like that. But it sounds like everybody that he comes in contact with, he be just trying to force himself off on the people, child. He don't let the people him for themselves. I'm here. You better like me, or I'm gonna taunt you. Child, that's too much. I know Milton slept real good last night or the other night, and they said, Lord, it's over with, child. Go on, find you somebody else's business, child. Let him get back up there and get to talking about it and calling all them little ugly names and all up on her clothes and all that kind of stuff. Ain't nobody did that stuff to him. They didn't do that to him. She did not do no mess like that. Thank you, Miss Maria, for your $2 super sticker. Thank you so much for your love and support. I appreciate you. But she ain't did none of that stuff to that boy. See, that's why I be telling y'all, just like that other girl, they be doing all that stuff because they want her to come out there over there and say something to him. Child, that's a wasting time. Don't do it, Mel. Miss Ebony said, you guys remember when Jay Taylor came out and said how he was pushing up on him? He was trying to sleep with him. I don't care what nobody say, girl, that's what it was. That's all it was, honey. Miss Ebony, come on up in here, honey. He wanted a little take. He was trying to get some inside sources. He wants some information on the queen. That's what it was. I've even heard the young man say that the people on her camp be talking about it, carrying on and all that kind of stuff. Talking about Don, telling a bit. I was like, come on, dude. Why you saying stuff like that for? Cut that mess out. Oh my God, Miss Mary says, Maria, we will believe the document. He needs to go somewhere and hide. He's looking like a fool, a liar. Miss Faith says, Hotcakes is a sick person, very sick. I wish you go get him some help. Like yesterday, Miss Maria says, I can't understand why you would even want to force someone to like you. That part right there. Charlene says he's not going to give up. And Miss Charlene, I think he better give up with Mel. Will there be another target? Yes. Just like that, what was that gospel singer name? He exposed that dude and all that stuff because he couldn't have his way. Child, that's how them narcs do. They creep up on your ass and they give you the best of them. Ain't no way in the world you gonna believe nothing else, honey. And child, when you don't let them have their way, oh, holy hell is about to pop out on you. You be like, who are you? Where you come from? It's just a matter of time, child. Oh, child. I hope he stopped, y'all. I hope he stopped. Well, I think Mel is done with him, right? It's done. I don't think he's gonna bother her anymore. He probably thought she won't go take up for herself or whatever. Miss Maria says he exposed him and still didn't get what he wanted. Child, he's probably gonna get over there on that live and talk about what she had on, try to downgrade if she had a wig on or whatever. Just y'all know he gonna be throwing the daggers. Y'all know he gonna do that. And the words of Martell Holt coming up in there with her Sunday best on, child. That's what he gonna say. Y'all already know that, child. Mm-mm. Now, see, when I see the people for who they really is, I just get a deaf ear. I be like, they just needy. They want some attention. They just a sad bunch of people. Um, Miss Maria says he probably thought Mel would pay to make it go away. That's why all them people were saying it's only $6,000. Why she don't give it to him? Child, I told y'all that time he was up there talking about he was gonna sue her, and I got in his comments and I said, "Why don't you leave that lady alone? She got 4 small kids." He told me he don't give a fuck. I said, "Okay then, it is what it is, baby. You don't know how to listen to the good old people around here trying to give you a little taste of advice. Even not about to listen to that." Miss Mary says I would have the judge on speed dial. Child. Miss Saint says, I bet he would most likely mostly talk about the other CCs that were there. Probably so. If he got any sense, he needs to leave them alone. I do know they said Queen was there. Maria says, now, if Mel showed up looking like trash, they'd be upset. It's like at this point, y'all, it doesn't matter what Mel say or do. These people gonna always find something negative about her just to have something to say. Click and a view, honey. Right down to the Martell Holt case. Now they can't make Martell stand in it. They always trying to figure out a way to put this off on me. Well, they be talking about it and stuff. And they want you to believe that they're happy for her, but deep down they're not happy for her. That she won physical custody of the kids and all of that kind of stuff. Um, they not. You can tell in the people's voice and stuff. They just like, and well, congratulations to Mel. Congratulations to Mel. I mean, I think that's what she wanted. Who wouldn't want their kids other than Martell, Dizzy, dumb Hope? Martell, my boy, you in trouble. You don't know them children ain't gonna stay little for long, honey. They's gonna remember everything that you've ever done. And you are getting older, my boy. You're gonna need them children one day. You know what the old people say? The main ones you mistreat gonna be the main one you need that last glass of water from, honey. And you done tore your britches with all 4 of these here kids trying to. That's why he want a house full of kids for. Sorry, son of a. You know what? No good day. Don't worry. He won't about to be taking care of no kids. Just out here making all these babies everywhere, Martell. Boy, if you don't go sit down somewhere, he ain't gonna have nobody in a minute, y'all. Mm. Miss Saint says, I bet he would mostly tell. Okay. Maria says, now if Mel showed up, okay, read out. She says, I was waiting for the spin. I'm guessing he gonna cry about the judge being unfair or biased. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts making accusations about um and the people trying to figure out why he ain't appealed this here the decision. Why he ain't appealed it? Accusations about being harassed by millimeters. Who being harassed by millimeters? That boy. Child, ain't nobody harassing him. Child, it's just sad. But I knew that she won't cut them snakes' head off. There they go. There they done probably came together again. All all of us have come up against her. One person and all of us. And yet still she rises. What is wrong with this picture? Why we can't take her down? Faith ain't fair, baby. You depending on the wrong people. It ain't the people, honey. It's the good Lord. You ain't got no power, no deed. Baby, y'all ain't got no kinds of power. Leave that lady alone. Lord, I know man said this. All I wanted to do was just be on TV for a little bit. Did I have any idea that it would create all this dynamic chaos, envy, jealousy, obsession? I didn't want all of that. I just wanted to be on TV. I just wanted to enjoy and have fun, show my kids, my family. That's all I wanted. I didn't want all this other stuff that came with it. Why? Oh my God. I didn't know I had to go through all of this. Miss Charlene says he probably will file an appeal. He's obsessed with her. Who you talking about? Bald headed Martell Holt, ashy lip bastard. Martell, you are disgusting. He ain't about to file no appeal. Oh, you talking about he gonna file an appeal because the people on the YouTube streets is talking about him, dragging him. Oh, so he got to make it look good. Man, he probably will just to go back in court again, child. I'm surprised that he missed that opportunity to see her. Then again, maybe he had enough of that last time he was at the courthouse with her. Child, I cannot with these young people. Miss Maria says, I hope she has countersued for defamation and online harassment. Miss Charlene says, no hotcakes. Uh, I don't know. She might have to go take it to another court, Miss Maria. But the way they were saying that judge was saying, like, if they didn't put it all on the line the other day, that was it. That's it. That's all. So I don't know if she'll be able to take it somewhere. She probably sick of it too. It costs money to file. Yes, absolutely. I was surprised that Martell Holt had a lawyer, child. He said, if I don't pay nothing else, honey, I got to keep this here lawyer on standby because I'm gonna need him going in that courtroom for me. Martell had that mess plan. Him and Colbert. And y'all know what? These people, oh God, they be up there like he just into coleslaw. Man, Martell Holt ain't into nobody. Martell Holt want to do what he want to do when he want to do it. They said he get to visit the kids 2 weekends out of the month, and that's just fine with me as long as they got some supervised visitation. I'm good with that. But I Martell gonna do like he always has done. When it's his time to get them that cheering, honey, he gonna say, y'all keep on doing what y'all doing. That's what Montana gonna tell the people. Y'all keep on doing what y'all doing. I'm busy. Ass is busy. I ain't got time, child. Well, Martell Holt, you get to go on over there with you and Colbert, that little boy, whatever his name is. I can't keep up with that child name, child. Y'all going over there living at their house that can't sell, live happily ever after, go marry that child. Go do something else. Go do something. We about to today is Wednesday, Thursday. A good one more day, it'll be Friday. You should go ahead and marry her. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to look out for you, Martell. Miss Anya says that's why I said he will be outside without Bird. Miss Chisholm Mel is suing hard case in a different court because of the amount she is seeking. She said that on her live a while back. Yeah, she did say that. I hope so too, to teach him a lesson. Somebody like that needs to be taught a lesson. Mel didn't bother that dude. She did not. She just rejected him and he didn't like that. Maria says Slaw been playing the background for over 10 years. How is it that him being into her child? I have no idea. Miss Maria says at Chisholm, she says hello and welcome. Miss Ebony says that reality show that Hot Cakes was on was a flop, and he's still trying to get on reality TV like he's a what, honey? What reality show, baby? Child in the Bible here on the LAMA. Child, and he's and TV like he's a star, child. I could never understand how he had so many connections, but never could connect himself. I'm gonna connect me first, and then I'm gonna come back and pick y'all up. That's what I do. Miss Mary says you can tell by some of the CCs they were not happy. Mel won her case with hotcakes. Some of them surprised me. I quickly unsubscribed. I can't support fake people. Time to move on, child. That's what I'm talking about, Miss Mary. I'm just telling y'all. Don't listen to me. Don't believe nothing that I say. But when I say observe people, child, just try it one time. Try it one time. I bet you're going to see something. You can be like, oh my goodness. That's what G said. You ain't got to say nothing. Just observe people. And you'll figure it out for yourself. Miss Saint says he doesn't need a babysitter anymore. So he's not marrying her. Lord, child, let me tell y'all. I heard the people talking about, well, I think, he gonna be all into Cold Bird and that little boy. I said, Lord Jesus, why does these people be saying stuff like that? Why do they be psyching it? And then why it's just like when he said he got that girl in nursing school. Do y'all not know that there are a whole bunch of people that actually believe that? They really believe he got us. And Lord, Jesus, I cannot be saying, I cannot. I just be like, oh my goodness. Is this real? I say this can't be real. They know he's a pathological liar, but why is they believing all this stuff that he be saying? Mm, 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 mm. Child, but y'all, I wasn't feeling good yesterday about that situation, child. I was not, but the thought of these here babies being in their warm bed and they warm rooms and stuff, and I did it's they say he visit through the court something other. As long as the court is handling when he visit and all of that kind of stuff, that eases my heart. I'm good. I'm good with it, y'all. But I was caught up in my feelings for a little bit yesterday because I was about to where Miss Faith at? I was about to really go down there to Huntsville and invite him over there to that restaurant. Mm-hmm. Cause I was mad. Child. We're gonna see what kind of subliminals Coldberg gonna throw out here, cause y'all know she gonna come out here and say something. She can't shut up and keep her mouth closed. She didn't want him to have full custody anyway. She said anyway he didn't need custody of them their kids. She said that. Maria says that Mary, I ain't even surprised anymore. I unsubscribed from quite a few this past year. There you go. It just be confusing me by the let's go, Miss Faith. It just really be confusing me about these here people and how they just don't want to talk about it. Ain't surprised. I mean, they're not happy for her that she won with this here CC, and they're not happy. Y'all know what's up? This was major news, and it's supposed to be going and 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 going. Everywhere you turn, some CC supposed to be talking about it. You don't hear that? Nope. Mm-mm. Show don't. Miss Maria says a G. They believe him because even a broke clock is right twice a day. I go. I guess. I guess, child. But that's just people. They don't like her. And that's okay. She has accepted that. Her kids understand about this YouTube internet situation, mess, and all that stuff. And in the words of Mariah, child, Mariah said they be talking all that it. Well, she didn't say ish, y'all. I said that. The baby said they be talking all that mess on the internet, but when they see you in your face, they be like, hey, can I take a picture with you? I said, come on through, Mariah. Come on through here, Mariah. They better stop messing with them children. Mom, them children is not babies no more. They're not going backwards. They're going forward, meaning they're getting older. And they're not about to be letting you be talking about their mama like that, child. They're not about to do that, nor the grandmother. So y'all keep on thinking them children ain't going to get grown one day. They are looking, paying attention, and remembering. And you never know who you may need in this day and time with the orange man sitting up in there in the place, child. And the peoples is losing their mind because they ain't gonna get no EBT come next month. And they's all over there on TikTok and Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere, child, talking about they gonna still walk into the wily world. That's what the people saying. They're gonna walk into the wily world, fill up their budgets with groceries, and slide up there to that probably self checkout. And when they swipe that EBT, and it's gonna say decline. The people say they're gonna still push that stuff out the door. I said, well, everybody about to go to jail, honey. Now, see, Trump, I don't know what you're trying to do, but you must be trying to fill up the jailhouses because that's what's gonna happen. The people said they're gonna have them some good Thanksgiving, some turkeys, some stuffing, some sweet potato pies, some collard greens, turnip greens. The people said they still gonna have that full course meal. I don't know how they're gonna do it, child, but okay, we'll wait. Um, Miss Mary says that Maria, this CC really surprised me. Her tone and her facial expression said it all. I just said no, she's not who I want to listen to, and I really enjoyed her. Not anymore. Very disappointed. You went over there to observe, didn't you, Miss Mary? That's all you had to do. Observe. Y'all stop listening to what anybody say to y'all. Pay attention, stay woke, and just observe for yourself. Once you start doing that, you're gonna say, "Oh, I'm a leader, not a follower." I'm observing. You can discern people on your own every day, all day. Miss Ebony says I can hear in their voice those CCs are not happy for Melody, and it's not. I don't know if that people call, well, they I don't know if they call themselves millimeters, male supporters, male watch. I don't know what it is, but you can discern that something just ain't right. Something ain't right, y'all. I said, oh. Mm. And see, they be thinking Mel don't be out on the YouTube or street, child. Just because she don't make herself known, child, is she's not does not mean she's not observing just like I do. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Miss Charlene says after the situation with those three CCs, a bunch of CCs won't mention Mel's name anymore in solidarity. Okay, okay then. Miss Maria says folk be stealing groceries from Walmart already. Child. Well, I don't know why they pick Walmart, child, but that's the store that they said they're gonna be going into Walmart. Probably at the Kroger and the food line and you know whatever else their store is, child. I don't know. But that's what the people saying out there, child. They're gonna push right gonna right out that store. They stuffing they buggies, child. Miss Onion says good. Don't say her name. That's right, Miss Onion. Don't say her name. Leave her alone. God, dog. Who they and y'all know they really think that's hurting her. These some cold-blooded bitches. You can call it what it is, child. They just some cold-blooded haters, child. The fan base, who she thinks she is. Oh, she's selling her products out of her house. Oh, she thinks she no, no, no. Y'all think that. She not thinking that. She just being herself. Y'all blow that stuff out of proportion. Fake hoes. That's all there is, y'all. A bunch of fake hoes up there on this YouTube screen. Clicks and views. Clicks and views. That's it. That's all, child. But you know, I hope she be out there on the YouTube streets watching these young folks and looking at them, saying, clock that T right there. I see you. Miss Marissa's they been saying her name for clicks and views. That part right there, absolutely. They have and posting pictures and all that stuff. And I'll be like to myself, I said, I thought them people said they didn't like her or something that I heard. They calling her out of her name and all that stuff. Well, as soon as they learn to this right here, it ain't what they call you, baby. It's what you answer to. Y'all gonna be all right once y'all figure this here stuff out. You need to figure out to just observe and stop worrying about what people call you, hun. All this kind of stuff. Don't worry about that stuff. Miss Maria says, Miss Mary says, I've never seen so many miserable women in my life. And neither have I. Just evil, mean, hateful, envious, and jealous. That's too much stuff right there. Blocking their own blessings. Blocking their blessings. Miss Ebony says hotcakes will come back out come back out bragging about um stormy okay, child, not the stormy products, child. For what? Don't nobody care about that either. All these people is fading. They just fading out. Miss Maria says that Mary, sadly, I have worked alongside of them hoes Monday through Friday. Daggone, Miss Maria. Not the Monday through Friday. Jam says, hey, Jam. Child, it's just a hot mess. But yeah, this right here really showed a lot. Um, y'all see how they don't care about that lady got these four small kids. Y'all see that? They wanted her to lose. They want her to be bankrupt. They want to keep taking her to court and all that foolish stuff. They don't care whether she able to feed her children or none of that stuff. Just a bunch of losers. Oh, looks like I missed a lot. Miss Sonia says, hi, Jam. Maria says, Jam, hey, friend, hey. Yeah, they just a bunch of losers. Don't even consider her kids. Oh my good Lord, when she get back on TikTok and make some more millions, I guess they're gonna be like, well, I guess she had to get on TikTok. This gonna be what they say, y'all. She had to get back on TikTok to pay that lawyer. She had to get back on TikTok. I guess rent is due. She got to reach out there to Jay Bowling, child. I guess she wanted to go back to Paris or something. Child, them folks, what they need to do to find some peace is quit watching her every move. Going to Paris, Destin, Florida, with the children, catching red eyes, all of this, all of that. Child, the people can't take that kind of stuff. That them jealous demons, that mess is driving them people crazy. Miss Maria says that G, and not one of them can name one thing Mel did that was out of order. Out of order. They ain't got nothing. Miss Donna says Mel puts her faith in God, not man. Absolutely. See, that's the part they don't understand. And Miss Donna, you know what else? They think it's the people. God has got the last say, honey, in everything. It didn't matter how many. I keep telling these people favor ain't fair. That's what I keep telling them. But instead of them saying to themselves, they somebody that sits high and look low. I'm about to be over there fooling with that lady child because I want that man to bless me too. I want some of them blessings that she's getting. No, they ain't about to do that. They're going to jump on that bandwagon, whichever way the wind blows. Oh, it look good over here. Let me go over here. Oh, let me go back over here on this side. Oh, let me get back. No, stay over there. Just stay over there. No, no, come back over here. I'm a real said them. They mad because they can't get on TikTok or reach out to Jay Bolin. Miss Ebony says these. There's one CC that said Melody will not be going backwards and forth to California to do TikTok now. Why? Miss Maria says that Donna, hey friend, hey girl. Mary says these people need to read their Bible. God said, touch not my anointed. God don't play about melody. They are going to learn. We will hope so. I would have thought they would have been unlearned by now. All of them people, child. Sometimes I just sit back and I just be like, all of them people. Right from the show, from, as they can say, from the Rudy to the Tutor, honey. From the show to the internet, all of these people come up against that lady, child. All of these people. And still ain't accomplished nothing. What Miss Maria say in the words of Miss Maria, what is the end game? What y'all want? What y'all want to happen? What y'all want to see happen? What y'all want to hear? Y'all want to see her with a mug shot? That's what they want. They want a mug shot. They want that girl to have a mug shot. Miss TJ's Queen said jealousy is a beast. It is. Miss Maria says at married they don't know the Bible from a phone book. Ooh, child, not a phone book. Miss Donna says facts at Mary. Child, they just said that they don't get it. They don't understand. Mm, 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 mm. I bet Mel, they act like Mel don't have no feelings. They act just like she's not human. All of that stuff. Just because we don't see her with tears running down her face and stuff, that doesn't mean she still is not crying or sad or none of that stuff. Y'all just keep doing stuff to that lady and she's not even thinking about y'all. She don't even know your sorry asses. And you still got a name in your mouth. Miss Saint says Melody does TikTok at home unless it's a mega TikTok live. Yeah. Oh, TikTok flying her out. They paying this. They paying that. They doing this. She doing that. Stop looking at it. And then I promise you, if you just stop watching her, you'll feel much better. That's all they got to do. Stop following her. You wouldn't know. Tell anybody that's in your circle. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. And leave it at that. Marissa's hallelujah. Mel got no more tears to cry for this mess. Miss Saint says, hi, TJ's Queen. Yeah, but they didn't care about none of that stuff she was going through, Miss Maria. She could have lost her whole entire mind behind all of this stuff that she was going through. Because y'all, the good people down there, know everybody was coming at her. It's enough just dealing with Martell and Coleslaw by herself, by themselves. That's too much right there. And then what has happened? The whole internet forced and come against that lady like that, making up all that kind of stuff. Do y'all think that felt good to hear somebody just calling you a bitch for no reason? You ain't did nothing to them. You be like, what I do? Why they call me that? Hey, Miss Sensitive, baby girl. Hey, just calling you out of your name, talking up under your clothes. Well, why they saying that? Child, everybody, we all got feelings, y'all. Everybody got feelings. And when you ain't did nothing to nobody, it can make you sad. You're like, what is that? What's that all about? What's going on with that? These people can't tell you nothing she did. Miss Mary says that Ebony Mel said why she wasn't going back to TikTok for 2 weeks. She explained why. She said God said rest and she has to be obedient. Absolutely. She goes and she rips and runs, and she got these children now, making sure everything is organized and stuff. And they ain't got to pack them bags, child. Oh Lord, that warms my heart, y'all. Sonya says, "Hi, it's Sexy Diva." Maria says, "It's Sexy Diva." Hello, baby girl. My little sister Maud. Miss Jam says, "Let them go through. They will be on this app making the rounds, starting GoFundMe and asking for cash apps. Get out of here." I'm insensitive. Says, "Hello, Maria, my sister Ma. Hello, Aunt Sonya." Child, it's a shame. These people don't realize, y'all, they really be blocking their blessing. Just create stuff in their world. I ain't trying to change nobody's mind when you get to telling. I ain't got time. I ain't got that makes me tired. It makes me really tired. And I'm sure Mel feels the same way. Miss TJ's Queen says, "Hey girl, hey." Yeah, I'm sure that makes her feel the same way. But they never considered her being just a human being, a mom, a cousin, a sister. We were just talking about hot cakes and going live. Supposed to been going live at 12 o'clock. Miss Sexy Diva to tell his side of the lies, baby. Jam says yes. Rest, Mel. Absolutely, y'all. Absolutely. There is nothing wrong with her. Just woosah with the people around that needs to be around her. Miss Maria says, "Did any of them even consider Mel has made the?" They didn't consider nothing. Mel has made the money she was aiming to make, so she's taking a break. That part right there. Absolutely, Miss Maria. That part right there. Oh my God. And to stop trying to count her money. Child, if it ain't in your hands, stop, don't count it, baby. Jam says some of these folks have nobody and just want to belong, so get into all kinds of mess. Just you, ooh, child. Let me go ahead and give a round of applause on that one, baby, because God knows you hit the nail. I just said whichever way the wind blow, they're over here. Now they're back over there. Then they go back over there. Whichever way the wind blow, people just want somebody to make them fit so they can fit in and feel good at the moment. I'll say at the moment. Because if you, child, we all know right from wrong. We all do. We all know a lie when we hear it. We just know. It's up to you whether you believe it or what you want to do with it. But yeah, I think that people are trying to make Mel lose her whole entire mind, be put up in some kind of institution and all that kind of stuff. Child, I'm so glad she got away from that Martell Holt. Child, divorce is over with. Anything go down, Miss Van is the next of kin. Miss Van can step in and make decisions and all that kind of stuff. Martell would have that lady put away, hun, and bankrupt her within 2 days. Between that casino and out there splurging with the women, child. He done been right there and went and bought him a new G-Wagon, another Rover, another Beamer. He done be about everything, child. While she's over there trying to recover, they were trying to make her lose her entire mind. That's what their intention was. Jam says that's so weird and cringy. Yeah, yeah. They wanted her to lose her mind, leave her kids behind. Those are cold hearted people, y'all. I just be like, oh my God. She ain't even say nothing. Why they saying that? She ain't say nothing. Child, I even heard that somebody over there talking now that the lady is effing Jason. Child, if that man was single, I know what I said. If he was single, honey, I would make it my business. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. No. My business ain't y'all business. How about that? Hey, Miss Deborah, she says, "Hey, G Maz and chats. Hello, beautiful." No, but they so worried about what she doing with Jason for. It could have been a clear man, and that was her bodyguard or whatever. However many she got, however many they got, they would still be saying the same thing. She effing this, and she. Why is y'all concerned? What about your uncle JJ and what's going on with it? God, dog it. Why is y'all worried about it? Now that's deep. You done got down there worried about it for JJ. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Miss Mary says God had Mel and her nuggets covered in the blood of Jesus. Amen. You better know they are. But yeah, it's just, but see, the stuff that these people are saying, it could, I think too. Also, they trying to ruin her name, her business, and all of that. Y'all, a public figure, everybody, they doing this for a purpose, a reason. They trying to ruin her name, her business, all of that. They still trying, saying all that degrading stuff. This lady's a whole freaking businesswoman. Thank God for the common sense that some of the good people do have. This is too much. Miss Rabbit says, G Mars and chats. Hello, hey, hey, beautiful. Hey, Miss Rabbit's run. I hope you're doing well today. Maria says, see there, they go up her clothes. They need to be concerned with their own pH and to the balance. Miss Jam says, okay, back to work. See you. All right, Miss Jam, thank you for popping in. Greatly appreciate you so much. And for the people that be leaving me these good old comments, child, I be seeing y'all. I be seeing y'all. I be reading them, child. Thank y'all so much for coming through, hitting that good like, share, and subscribe button, and the hype button if you see it, and leaving me a comment. I appreciate all of y'all so much. Thank y'all for that. Miss Mary says, I've never seen so many women concerned about another woman's box. Miserable women. Miss Maria says, Jam, have a good one. Deborah says, hey there, Maria. All up on her clothes and all that kind of stuff, child. This is not good. And they're probably saying, well, we're going to keep talking. We're going to keep saying, don't y'all think that she may feel sometimes uncomfortable or feel embarrassed or feel ashamed? In and everybody's out here on the good YouTube streets, child, hearing that kind of mess. And she ain't did nothing to these people. They just trying to ruin her name and her business. But God said, no, that ain't about to happen. Miss Maria says that rabbit, she says, hey, girl, hey. Miss Donna says, no one can't ever block what God's blessing. Absolutely, Miss Donna. Thank God for that. You absolutely right. That's what I was just saying. But I'm just saying, for the weak-minded people will believe this stuff. Miss Paula says, hey everyone, hey Miss Paula. Yeah, them weak-minded people. And for real, y'all, this could literally, it could mess up her business, her brand, all this stuff these people be saying that is not even true. Well, your evidence at, baby. What? No, I ain't say stutter. I said, well, your evidence at, baby. What? There you go, stuttering again. I needs to see the evidence. Well, come back to me when you answer my question, because all that damn stuttering I ain't got time for. Y'all like it now with these people. Miss Mary Brown says it, Donna, she says, amen. Miss Sadiva says, them bum big back hoes still speaking on Melody Box. Yeah. Miss Maria says, gee, they better be the same ones talking about not tearing a black woman down and supporting black owned business. Child, they makes me sick with that. It makes me sick with that. And then when somebody else get in their ass, they got to run off to try to get some help. Get security. Can y'all help me? They trying to ruin me. No, 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 no. Hold up, hold up. Remember when you remember what you didn't want that you yeah, child. Miss Deborah says now AL on his channel speaking on Mel like a dog when he lost the case and should be quiet. See what I'm talking about? He got the older people over there listening to that foolery, all that crazy stuff. He's just evil, y'all. Um, I think it's almost as if he wants to be her. I told y'all this. I've always said this, and Miss SD told me this other night. This dude is a lifetime movie waiting to happen, child. I wouldn't be surprised if this boy ain't got dots of pictures of her just posted all throughout the house, looking at her and looking at her and looking at her and throwing them dots at her. Why don't you want me in your circle? Y'all seen them that folk on Lifetime? They be going crazy for real. I be like that. That boy's a Lifetime movie network right there, huh? Why is he over there talking about her? He ain't learned no lesson. See, he still has not learned the lesson. That's a shame. Miss Sensitive says all them fake ass millimeter right in the chat with them hating hoes. Miss Donna says AL is mentally ill. I agree. Miss Mary says, at Deborah, male lawyer should contact the judge ASAP. Paula said he's sad. Miss Deborah says, I wish Mel gets something in place where he can't mention her name. Yes, absolutely. Miss Maria says, Lifetime channel is blocked at my house. He should not be allowed. And that should have been mentioned in court too, not to mention her name, nobody in her family's name ever, ever again, child. He's got to be stopped. These people are so miserable, y'all. They are so miserable that they want somebody to take them out of their misery at the expense of somebody else. That's just it, and that's all. I say them all gonna take yourself out. I mean, if you that unhappy, gonna do what you need to do, baby. To free yourself, child. That's it. But that tell you right there, there's something wrong with him. He ain't learned no lesson. You just was in court the other day, and this is see. He got to say what they think they what he think they want to hear in order for them to rah rah for him. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of fake millimeters out here, child. It is just disgusting to me. I just be like, I cannot. Mm-mm. These people are pathetic at this point. Oh no, y'all, you never know, and he don't even know this. They may pick the somebody. Y'all know people always screen record their video and send it over there to that lawyer, and either if she's counseling him in a higher court, there you have it. See, the devil will make you set your own self up. The devil gonna make you think you is on top of the world, honey. And the whole time, the devil is really setting you up. He needs to stay woke. Miss Sexy Diva says he mad cause his funky BBL got caught lying to another CC misinformation. Miss Maria says, how does lying on someone back the liar look better? I don't know. Mm-hmm. But it's just sad, y'all, at the people that be over there actually believing this stuff. And nobody over there will have enough common sense to be like, why don't you just let it go? You lost. You still over here lying on that lady. Leave that stuff alone, man. What's wrong with you? You really is obsessed with that lady, ain't you? But people saying stuff like that, that doesn't make him feel no ways tired at all. That just could make him go harder. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't want nobody obsessed over me like that. Miss Sexy Diva says, I am glad Melody had two CCs in court to tell the truth about court. Absolutely. All he gonna continue to say is it doesn't matter. She'd had 50. Thank you, Miss Maria. He still be over there saying they lying. They lying. They just thought they was gonna get that easy $6,000. That's how come all them folk was over there rah. But little do you know, our buddy, hot cakes, Wanda gonna come back out here again, and she about to tell something else on you and that piano lady. That what Wanda said. I ain't said y'all. Wanda said that the other night. But I do hear that the people told me that the lady came out. She ain't said nothing. She ain't. Wanda said, say my name, say my name. But they said she ain't said Wanda name, y'all. I said, well, okay then. Wanda must be got something that do. I said, well, do tell. Necessity says, Hotcakes acting a fool for $6,000. Boy, get a job line, funky ass. He thought sure he was gonna get that check, y'all. I don't know if they would have gave her 30 days to pay it or not, but he was for sure looking forward to it. Y'all know, tell the people, I have it by the end of the month. He was, child, did you make your kill payment, baby? Is that what you behind? Y'all, he behind in the kill payment. Oh, Lord. He done got mad all over again. Child, is he behind in the child? He done put them there folk on hold till the end of the month. And he ain't gonna get no check now. Where you gonna get that kill? Child, how you gonna get that kill payment? Oh my goodness. It fell through. Miss Deborah says, I can't believe how dislike some people dislike for male stops them from seeing right from wrong. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that something? Miss Inez says, hey, Miss Inez, welcome. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Miss Maria says, well, that other CC might be letting hang himself. Miss Mary says, so many weak-minded people will believe anything, even if the truth slaps them in their face. Those kinds of people don't deserve to be on this planet. Just saying. Girl, I got to agree with you on that. Miss Cecil Davis says, Willoughby said PMT wanted to eat her oh my God. And that is what she said. Eat her sour ball. That's what Willoughby said, child. We ain't said we just repeating what Willoughby said. I ain't heard nothing on the streets where that lady came out and to debunk that. I ain't heard her say that. That's what Willoughby said, child. Willoughby said she was trying to do the Humpty Hump. Miss Inez says, I just left that sorry ass punk live. He is big mad. He ain't big mad, is he, baby? Is he big mad over there, over yonder, cussing and carrying on? He is big mad. He lost. He is crashing out. Mm, mm, mm. Well, baby, it's best you to crash out than to crash in, honey. Let him go ahead and crash out. There's some people gonna have to go down there and pick him up and put him in that room and let him be tied down or something, baby. We don't feel no ways tired about it. Hey, Miss Patricia Beautiful, she says, hey y'all, remember Hotcake saying his job permitted him to be online? I knew that was a lie, and that's why he was fired. And Miss Patricia, just in case you didn't want to tell the good people, they said that them people suing him too, Miss Patricia. Did you know that? The boy got to wait on the world on the shoulder, but I'm trying to tell y'all down there in this here good live chat that he done put the people on hold for about 30 days and told him he gonna have every little taste of the kill money. If you just spare me this here time and let me wait, give me to the end of the month, give me to the 29th, I'm gonna have every bit of that money. Girl, he was depending on that $6,000. That's how come that boy over yonder crashing out. He didn't get that $6,000. Now he got to figure out he didn't have a plan B because his mind already knew he was lying, but his mind told him he was winning. And he done told them folk, I'm gonna have that money to you. Girl, baby, you better get back out there on this here good YouTube and tell them that folk to buy a membership for $20, 25. It was 25 in the beginning, and then he dropped it down to I think 15. Then it went all the way down to $9.99. You bet them $9.99s can add up, baby. Get them folk over there. Miss Maria says, I don't feel no ways tired about hotcakes crashing out, and never do I, honey. Miss Saint says, hi, Patricia. Patricia says, yep, they are suing him. Yeah, with y'all, it's suing him. He got himself in this mess. I wish some of them people over there would just tell. Well, they probably do tell him to stop. They probably is. I'm not gonna say they're not telling him to stop, y'all. Miss Maria, I'm not about to be fooling with you. Miss Inez says. Then at the end, he was begging for money. He was asking for $40. Someone said, "I give you five." LOL. What? I know you lying, Miss Inez. Ooh, child. Miss Maria says, I guess he'll start a GoFundMe. Miss Deborah says that she says, hey, Sonya, child, I don't know if that GoFundMe gonna be done kicked in by the end of this here month, child, because the kill people done gave it to the end of the month. Lord have mercy. Let's see here, y'all. The first of the what's the day? The 22nd. Child, them folk ain't got no first of the month check. The first of the month. Child ain't got that first of the month check. Ooh, he in trouble. Inez says they are encouraging him in the chat. What? That is sickening. Miss Faces Mill said Hotcake's mom wrote a book. He need to sit on somebody's couch. He needs to be he needs his hands tied behind his back, Miss Faith. Baby, he don't need to sit on nobody's couch. He need to be in that padded room, honey. At this point right here, this is too far gone. Miss Maria says to Deborah, she says, hey girl. Miss Dion says, Miss G, I was just in the bushes. His crazy ass so mad he crashed. Oh God, did he crash out? Oh my God, she said his crazy ass is so mad he crashed out, honey. Girl, he over y'all not cussing and carrying. Ooh, child. Well, he's really letting his. Ooh, the mask is falling off again, y'all. The mask is falling off. Can't y'all see? Don't y'all see what's really going on? Miss Saint says he has to repay the gas money he borrowed. Not the gas money to kill people. He can't get another extension. So he told them that people, if you can just work out this extension with me, and I have the rest of the money by the end of the month, that's my court date coming up real soon. I'm gonna tell them folk I can't wait 30 days. I needs my money right now. Miss here, Rogers, Miss Rogers, I need my money. Miss Miss Deborah says he was going crazy. What? Child, y'all, he probably done made that ish private by now. It's on there like Dion said that thick tongue ipsy with the having a nervous breakdown. Girl, not a breakdown. Child. Mm, with that beat with the BBL having a nervous breakdown. My goodness, honey. So I already told y'all why he crashing out. I don't know why y'all ain't paying attention. He up that word to death now. He done told the rent folk, and he done told them they kill people. Now, if y'all just give it to the end of the month, I'm going to have the money. I got a court date that's coming up, and it's some show money. He said show money, but I keep telling the good people down there, you cannot count what's not in your hand. Baby, you can sit up there and plot and plan on some money that you think you going to get. And child, little do you know, you be what? Denied. Denied. Stop doing that to the people. Stop doing that to yourself. Miss Faye says he better get on a pole or DoorDash. Ooh. Miss Inez says I hate the way he talks. So do I, Miss Inez. Um, Miss Maria says Miss Dion says, hey, Miss Maria, child, that is terrible. Well, child, if people gonna be talking about him tonight crashing out, I'm gonna be right here for it too, child. I'm being the bushes observing. And you know, depending on how the people is, I hit the like button. But you know, if I discern something, I ain't about to hit nothing. I'm just gonna be singing in the background. But he's just told on his own self, child. If he done that crashed out like that, babies, he done told completely on himself. That's a shame. Baby, learn how to tell the truth. Miss Dion said he about was driving that kid fast as hell back home screaming, I hate her. I hate her. Fuck it. Oh my God. Cut it loose. Oh my God. I cannot with y'all. Mm-mm. Miss Patricia says what's funny is that months ago he sent out all those court documents to CC saying he won his case. Southwest even interviewed him only to find out he didn't win shit. Miss Faye says he better go see Diddy. Whoop. Cam says he couldn't afford a lawyer. His court papers was one sheet that said denied. Boy, get out of here. Die, God. Miss Canadian says he won't make no long bag off of me. I don't support him. Miss Maria says every accusation is an admission. That part right there, come on through. Miss Inez says he lucky he had it on subscribe mode. I couldn't leave a comment. Ooh, child, what? Ooh, see now I just told him. I just told him he about to raise the price back up to $25, y'all. $25. $25. Maria says, Cam Child, yes. Dion says, Miss G, don't make me laugh this hard. Child, I cannot. Y'all funny says this lady was born from a mom, and I know he would hate if people talk that bad about women in his life. Well, y'all funny. If he don't like women, he could care less. Miss Mary says the devil is making a fool out of him right on TV. Let's celebrate. Yes, keep on acting a fool. You just told on yourself, and we listening. That part right there, all of that right there. Ooh, child. He think he done went up there and did something and made a whole certified with the seal and all, y'all, up down at their forehead. Miss Rabbit says to Cam, hello. Not one sweet that said denied. No, Miss Rabbit says, she, not one she that said denied. Ooh, child. Miss Patricia G, didn't I tell y'all he was going to say the courts were biased? They weren't biased when he thought he had the case. Ooh, Miss Patricia, he needs that kill money, y'all. His family done probably turned their backs on him. Them their aunties at the first of the month's already gone. We on the 22nd day, honey. Them that folk done took that money. They had to pay their little taste of rent and had about a little bit of groceries and all that kind of stuff. Honey. They ain't got it now. He mad at them too, y'all. He crashing out because he ain't got nobody that's gonna help him. They lied to that boy and told him he was about to win his $6,000. Baby, all you got to do is call the good people and tell them to give you to the end of the month, and you gonna have that money for the people, child. Then, baby, you got to get back out there and get you a job, honey. Cause we can't be giving you our money. Social Security ain't that much, boy. The government shut down. Folk ain't getting no EBT. We got to eat, honey. We can't take care of our household and yours too. Y'all ain't about to be messing with y'all up here today. Miss Inez says he said the case was a draw. What? He said he won, girl. He said he won the first judgment and Mel won this one. How he win when Mel and her attorney wasn't notified of the date? This ninja slow for real. Okay, let's rewind. Let's Miss Inez, we gotta let me rewind this. Okay. Miss Inez says he said um the case was a draw. Okay. Y'all hold that right there. He said he won the first judgment. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. If he won the first judgment, should not he have gotten his $6,000 on that day? Come on, people. And Mel won this one. Okay, so he won the $6,000. Then that judge snatched it back from him. Is that what happened? I ain't about to be messing with y'all. Miss Maria says that Patricia, the courts weren't biased when they were going in Knox's favor, according to hot case. Miss Canadian says no one, LOL. Child, Miss Face says the countersuit is more than 6,000. Ooh, child. $6,000. Shaquanda says, good afternoon. Hello. Miss Sexy Diva says, hot cakes line. Patricia says, Maria, hey friend, hey friend, exactly. Cam says, I guess it's safe to say he has to keep wearing them run over. Girl, Miss Cam, why you gotta talk about his boots? The good people over there already said he crashing out, and here you is down here talking about the more boots. Lord have mercy, Jesus. That ain't happening. Miss Jam says, hey, I'm back. All this begging on YouTube is triggering. What? Miss Maria says that sounds like not talking. Remember when he kept saying he was winning despite the paperwork saying otherwise 1-0, a bald-headed bastard? Miss Mary says, is there anyone we can reach is there any way we can reach the judge to have her watch this nut crash out right on TV? He's mentally ill. I'm reaching out to Dawn Michelle ASAP. Baby, y'all reach out, do whatever you can, honey. Miss Jam says, okay, I can giggle at hotcakes. Child, he done crashed out, Miss Jam. He done passed all the way out. Somebody need to send the people over there to get him and take him down yonder in that padded room, tie his hands behind his back, child, at this point. Miss Dion says, Miss G, all the aunties mad too. Michelin, built Mildred, Old Gray, Seahead, Rita on and well with the nails. Ooh, child, bless their heart. God bless them on their journey, babe. I Miss Faith said them boots on the ground. Child, he had the boots on the ground, but he wish he had kept them up off of there now. Miss Maria says, is Shaquan, hello and welcome. Patricia says, Cam, I'm hollering. I don't know why they got to come down here and talk about the boy boots for. Rabbits Runner says, Dion, hello, you sending me? Miss Cecily said, how you win, then lost puss boots. Get out of here. Girl, I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't know how I ain't figured out one out yet, y'all, how he had that court date the same as Mel and Martell. And then trying to say she was a no-show. That right there put the plan in motion, y'all. That's when it got on that phone, called on folks and tell them I'm gonna have the $6,000 by the end of the month. Child, he waited for the people getting. Child, he thought he had it in his hand. You got the whole nice $6,000 in your hand. You didn't get it. Child. Miss Inez says, I only caught like the last 10 minutes of his live, but I'm sure people will review it, child. If he don't take it down like the wildebeest the other night, child. Miss Maria says that Miss Jam said, who crashed out? Hotcakes, Miss Jam. Hotcakes done crashed out over yonder, Miss Jam. They said Hotcakes is begging people for some money. I already done told them he promised to kill people and them rent people. He gonna have their money by the end of the month. And he thought he was gonna get that 6K yesterday. Lord, hypothetically speaking, y'all, let's just say he would have won. He'd had to let them people, they said, and the judge would have hit the thing that said, you got 30 days to pay him. He said, hold up, wait a daggone minute, Judge. I ain't got 30 days. I got to the 28th, and I'm going to need that check by then. I got things to do because I done lost my wages, and I got people on hold waiting for me to come on through with this money. So I'm gonna need that money before 30 days. Miss Judge, Mr. Judge, or whomever the hell it was. Miss Dion says yes, that video needs to go to the court, and Mel needs to get a restraining order. Maria says jam hotcakes crashing out live. Miss Rabbit says a G in the chat. Y'all are sending me with laughter. Much needed. Oh, Miss Rabbit's Run. I hope you have I'm glad we can make you laugh. See, that's what it's all about over here, child. We just gonna say what we're gonna say and laugh and keep it moving, child. The fool is over yonder crashing out. He just crashing. Donna says AL needs a padded sale. I done told the people. Jam said, well, he had a fool for a client. Did he represent himself? That's what that tells me. You're a fool to represent yourself. Ooh, child. God don't like ugly though. Child. Mr. Quanta says Maria, hey. Maria says that Donna, he need the whole Hannibal lecture or wardrobe. Ooh, child. His face says that money flew through his hand before he could touch it. Child, he never hit his hand, Miss Faith. Miss Deborah says, then he said the Lord is going to deal with Mel for lying. What? Oh my God, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here talking about this, y'all, if you hadn't started this. All she wanted to do was help you, dude. She sent my ass over there to your channel, and I had subscribed way back then. But when I see how you were moving, I said the spirits is not right with this young man. I said there's something is wrong. I said, oh, I can't be over there with that. Miss Jam says another one begging. I cannot. Oh, Miss Inez Martin says, in the court of law, innocent until proven guilty. He evidence and witness didn't not convince the judge. Child, I wouldn't want to be his witness for nothing in the world, 'cause he done cussed them all the way out, child. He done cussed them folk out. Now he trying to ask them, do y'all have my damn $6,000? Y'all already know I got to pay these people by the end of the month. I need my damn kill. Miss Maria says, hell, Mel got 6K in her pocket. Miss Inez says, right at Deborah, they said that, shaking my head. Miss Cam says, now he has to hide that kill behind a building or someone else's house. Well, baby, he can hide all he want to. Let's just talk about that for a minute. They got them there security things and GPSs is this and all kinds of gadgets stuck on your cars, child. If you don't pay the people, they're gonna come and get you. Now I don't know where it's gonna take it to. We're gonna put it in somebody's garage. Child. Miss Dion said he really is mentally ill. He is delusional. Child is giving lifetime crazy. Then had the nerve to be dry begging for gas money. Not the dry begging for the gas money. For to go to work. Child, I told y'all he got off on YouTube trying to make all of this stuff fall in place. So to show and prove that she affected his money, his livelihood, and all that stuff. That's what that was about. Him not being on YouTube. He was trying to make a point and a statement when you should have kept your black ass up there, because a dollar is better than not one at all. Miss Mary says that Dion, all those aunties are old, sad, lonely, and miserable women. God has awakened for those aunties coming real soon. Keep your eyes open. Absolutely. Miss Cecily Davis says Hotcakes thought he was Matlock in that courthouse and lost the case, broke boom. Yeah, you don't took the fuck over there, not the Matlock, honey. Miss Maria says it's sad any attorney who represents himself has a fool for a client, child. That's what they always told me. Miss Dion says, yes, that married, child. Miss Faith says, I went and ran like hell from over there. Maria says, yeah, well, I'll wait on the Lord to see what the end will be. We'll see who the Lord deals with for lying. Yes, absolutely. Miss Dion says, he kept saying, I really won. I think I won in my Miss G voice. What? Child, that's all I can say. I'll be like, what? Oh my God, that is so sad. Yo, that is mental. That's a mentally ill person. Oh my goodness. I ain't knocking nobody, but he needs to get some help for real. Miss Patricia says all of this is because she wouldn't tell him her favorite steak. I cannot. I cannot with you. Mm-mm. Miss Inez says he talked about Mel bad again about her body, dancing, singing, writing skills. Mama Van saying Jason slow, talking about Jason's wife and if he has a daughters. What? Mm, ain't learned no lesson. Miss Deborah says yes, he did. Inez Martin and can't talk about anyone's look or being slow. Child, that's pathetic. Miss Rabbit says that Maria not Hannibal, let your wardrobe, sexy diva, not puss boots. Y'all are hilarious. I had to take bathroom break. Girl, I don't know where they get it from. I don't know where they be getting this stuff from. Miss Maria says at Rabbits, we do what we can to help. Child, I don't feel no way, side child. Shout on there, shout on, baby. Victory is yours, child. You get the victory again. Cause all of the hotcakes, my boy. He ain't my boy, y'all, but somebody's boy has done crashed out. Child, I know the people that were trying to root for him and told him, now if you get up there and you go live, boy, don't go to crashing out. Now, child, he did the opposite for what the people done told him, child. Child, he done Miss Patricia says, slow motherfucker, is he who represents himself in court. Pro se. He was pro se, Miss Patricia. Where have you been? Miss Maria says that Inez, Mel, Van, Jason all got 6K and ain't online crashing out. Miss Inez says this fool got fired before Mel even went live. His company is suing him. Also, Mel's attorney had all the evidence from his job. So they know why he got fired and when he got fired. Case closed. Case closed. Quiet on the set. Miss Maria says that Patricia are broke as well. Miss Sexy Diva says her case getting dragged for the one time. Ooh, child. Miss Rabbit says, are straight crazy? I'm loving it. Yes. Inez is right at Maria. Faith says he can't afford a lawyer, jackass. The people got up in his head and said, well, baby, you can get up there and do that for yourself, honey. You don't need to go get no lawyer. Child, y'all, y'all play too much. I'm trying to tell y'all, I want somebody to piss the wildebeest off because the wildebeest told me the other night that she's saving him for this next week, child. Let's see. What's the date? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know what day next week wildebeest gonna come out, but she said she's saving him for next week and she gonna tell it. She gonna tell something affiliated with this here lawsuit. That's what the wildebeest said. AKA Wanda. That's what she said, child. I want some people to piss off. Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Miss Faith says he can't afford a lawyer, jackass. Miss Maria says, Mary says, yes, Miss G. Victory is mine. I told Satan to get thee behind me. Victory today is melodies. Yes, absolutely. Miss Mary says, come on, choir. Yes. Miss Maria says, at Mary, come on, choir. My lady says, Hotcakes thought that Melody was too busy and would just settle. Hotcakes was wrong. Yes. Mel says she does it accordingly. Whatever's important, what I handle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Them folks know that boy needed that money for them 6K with that kid payment, and that's how come all of them folks was gathering together. Right down there to the wildebeest, talking about it's only 6K. I don't know why she don't give to him. Wildebeest, I remember when you said that, but now you got something to tell about that whole situation, and I can't wait to hear. I wonder why that lady didn't get him a lawyer. Y'all know that lady I'm talking about? His friend. Why she didn't get him a lawyer? Wanda said she got so much money. And Wanda also said she gonna be mad because she don't get her $12,000 EBT card next month. That's what Wanda said. Wanda said she gonna be pissed off about them food stamps. I said $12,000. Good Lord. How many of the freezers they got out there at the house, child? Ooh, child. Thank you, Miss Maria. Inez says Al underestimate Melody and her lawyer. He used to dealing with people who don't have money. He effed around and found out on the other day and did. Miss Jam says why he got these big ass teeth is in his head. He couldn't afford the small ones, girl. He had to get what the people told him. This is what your money can afford. You want them or not. Child, he had to get his teeth fixed because he thought he was about to be on somebody's plat to the phone. He thought he was about to be on the TV, child, and he said, I need some pearly whites, child. No, 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 no. No pearly whites did he get, honey. He got the big ones, child. Ooh, Miss Patricia says, I want them to make wildebeest off. I want them, I guess, I want them to make wildebeest off too. I will buy the wine for her. They say the cut water will have you right. Ooh, child. We need to get her some of that, child. Miss Sexy Diva says Hotcake still paying for that broke down kill. What the fuck? Oop, no, what the fuck? Miss Jam said, how folks listen to him so unlike he trying V to hold his teeth in his I cannot. Miss Maria says, hey, Bush Camp, I'm gonna need 10 of y'all to pop out and tap the screen while y'all here. Thanks. Miss Dion says, yes, Miss G. He called himself doxing Jason, talking about his kids and saying the wife's name. He gonna keep on and be in some serious trouble. That man is ex-law enforcement. Jason would have his tail in real court. Yes, he's one of those. He's another one. Miss Dion, he's like Martell and some more of those guys. They want somebody to put them out of their misery. But if you put them out of their misery, it can cost you your life or livelihood or but your freedom and all of that stuff. So, they want to be out of misery, but at somebody else's expense. So, I hope it's nobody that I know or nothing like that. I hope they handle it the legal way. Miss Stacey Davis says pianity been living off them foster kids. Will the B said that not me. Show did. That what Wanda said. I'm waiting on the child. Maria says looking like chiclets in his mouth. Ooh, child. Sound check says, good afternoon, everyone. I hit the like button, driving and listen. Thank you and help. Welcome. Be safe out there. Mary says Hotcakes is a loser and mentally ill. Miss Rabbit says, I think I heard someone say Wildebeest said CK, her manager. Child, that's what I heard somebody else said that too, child manager. Miss Maria said the other day, yes, daddy, baby. She said, manager, you know what? We'll wait, Miss Inez, for him to be a singer. What's going on with his music career? Girl, what music career? Y'all stop playing down there. Maria says that sound check. Hey friend, where you been? Inez says, yeah, he said his wife first name. Miss Patricia says, I bet those big boat paddle that kill in the what? Child. um that kill in the wind heading back to Tennessee. He was cussing, child. I'm glad I won't out there on that highway with that boy honey the other day, child. I'm so glad, child, and glad he didn't hurt nobody out there because he was three shaded hard. Miss Mary says that Inez, we don't need to hear the devil's song and don't. Miss Inez says, I'm sure AL and Martell would link up with a game plan to keep bothering Mel since both of them can I told y'all she was cutting the snake's heads off this week. I told y'all that. God is so good. Um, can bond over losing those court cases. Well, they can bond. He said that he was willing to help Martell depending on what he was willing to give up. If y'all know what I mean. Miss Rabbit says that I need uh B can only sing Mel's name because he's obsessed. That's why he can't make music. Miss Dion says the wife name and the gender of the kids too. See, he's doing all of that to piss him off, y'all. To want he's looking for somebody to say something. He's angry and he wants somebody to say something to him. That's all that's about, y'all. But we know how male operate and them people too. They just stay quiet and handle their business. See, now he's gonna be the one up all night losing sleep, y'all. Mofo! Trying to figure out who done snapped your damn screen, recorded your and then send it over there to the people. You're gonna find yourself locked up. They won't let you out. You already ain't got the damn kill payment. Lord have mercy. Y'all think that boy quit his got 5 and 1, didn't get it back on YouTube. Child, where that boy quit out? What? Child, he got about 15K over there with YouTube, child. That would have been a nice little decent kill payment, child. Kill payment can't be that much. Can't be $900. Miss S. D says he trying to get another lawsuit against Jason now. Yeah, he went for Don, he went for Mel. Now he's trying to move Jason. Yeah, that's what that's all about. Y'all have to keep in mind, misery loves company and jealousy and envy, child. Ooh, I'm so thankful to God I don't have that in my heart. Cause child, but he ain't about to get no sleep tonight now cause he's trying to figure out cause somebody gonna tell him. Now, what if somebody sent them that your screen recorded your video from today? He probably gonna say he don't care, but when he really do care. But the bottom line is this dude is mad. He don't have that money. He's not gonna have that money by the end of the month. If he would act like he had some sense, I don't know, she might would have let him borrow it. Drawed up a contract and said, "You gonna pay me my money back, you mofo." Miss Saxon says he's trying. Yeah. Miss Maria says no. When Jason or Miss Jason hit his dumb BBL ass with a lawsuit, he gonna be crying that he's being harassed and unfairly targeted. This right here, y'all, is just a prime example. It's a prime example. Now, see, I'm gonna be waiting in the bushes because I be observing the people. I don't told y'all need to start paying attention. Y'all need to start doing that. Now, as soon as something pop off, guess what he gonna say? They bothering him. Start from the beginning. We're gonna need to start from the beginning. Your ass is always trying to start in the middle or the end. Now, I'm gonna wait on this. How many of y'all heard Jason say his name? I'll wait. How much longer I got in here? About another 10 minutes. How many of y'all heard Jason say this boy's name? I'm waiting. Okay, that's what I thought. Same with Mel. Mel didn't bother that dude. Them lying hoes, them weak ass hoes in the words of Mel. Y'all weak hoes. Oh, weak ass hoes. Jason ain't said nothing about this dude. Miss Rabbit says that Patricia, hello, Lord, not boat. What? Not boat pedals got the key to floor in the wind. Yes, girl, he was mad that day. Oh my God. Miss Jason and his family are not on social media. He's playing a dangerous game. Miss Faith says hotcakes better run his ass to McDonald's and get a job. Miss Patricia says rabbits. Hey sis. Jam says not me. Miss Dion says Teeth said she ain't have nothing to do with what happened in court. Can somebody go rattle Wonder Beast so she can tell what Piano T said about BBL hotcakes? Wonder are gonna be blow the thing up. Boom. Well, Miss Dion, Miss Dion, I don't know if you heard me, honey, but Wildebeest said she waiting for him to pop out and say something, child. Well, the word on the curve is that piano lady came out, but she ain't said nothing about Wildebeest. I don't know why she ain't say nothing. it probably had something to do with because Willoughby said she was saving two more names for next week. And this boy and this lawsuit situation was on the list, honey, because I was listening, child. I was listening before she took it down, honey. I said, well, she said, and she said, no, I'm gonna say that for now. I said, God dang it. What you gonna save it for next week for? We the people wanna know what you know. Will the beast come on through? Child, that lady ain't came out and said nothing, child. So, Will the beast was calling the names, y'all. She said, come out. Tell what you know. Ooh, I ain't say that, y'all. That's what Will the beast did. She was calling the names. No capital letter, please. Yes, y'all, please. Uh um YouTuber is sensitive to that, y'all. It makes them think that you're screaming or saying something else, y'all. Not the capital letters, baby. I got my all six of my glasses on today, honey, because I'm trying to see what y'all got to say about the hard case down here, because y'all know I ain't been over there. But yes, babe, don't do that in nobody's chat, child. You tutors is a little cray cray. Thank you, Miss Faith. I appreciate you. But y'all done went over yonder and made that boy crash out. Lord, my boy, my boy, my boy. Lord, my boy Martell Holt probably somewhere crashed out today too, child. He just don't want y'all to know that. But I was his mama, child. I know what he's going through right about now. I done told my boy, you ain't been in nothing but ish ever since you got with that dead incident. Now look at you. Now look at you, my boy. You're trying to act like this he ain't bothering you, but you done lost the physical custody of my folk. They're my four beautiful grandchildren. You think you just gonna push that dead little boy off on me? Oh no, my boy, he would never take my baby's place. I mean, I know that's your child and everything, but then that's my daughter with my real grandchildrens over there. Lord, have mercy, Jesus. My boy, my boy, my boy. But is we gonna ever get a chance to see them that cheering anymore? My boy. Mama, I don't know, Mama. Mama, I don't know. I don't. What did my boy? You didn't go to court the other day, my boy? No, Mom. I had to go down there to the reunion. We had to. You, my boy, you just like your daddy. You just like your daddy. You going out there to the film, it was more important than my grandchildren. Them is my family. My boy. You know what? Get out my house. Get out my house and don't you to return. If you get any taste of mail over here, I will be sending it back to the sender, my boy. I am sick of you. You done lost. We done lost the grandchildren. And now you just think I'm gonna take up with that little boy? That little boy is just as bad as he can be. I'm not about to be doing that, my boy. I'm not gonna do that. Ooh, oh my God. Uh, Miss Patricia says they plotted with the wildebeest and they played with fire. Wildebeest is going to tell it all. Yes, ma'am. Miss Dion says Miss Maria is for my vision impairment, but I done comment now. Okay, Miss Dion. Um, Miss Patricia says hotel only gets them 7 days a month. Thank you, Jesus, and I hope it's soup. I hope the people be right there with this. Somebody got to be there. Miss Maria says, "And Patricia, I don't feel no ways tired. You lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas." Oh well, Miss Maria says, Dion, okay, just know that it triggers YouTube. Yes, Miss Mary says, I'm glad they're turning on each other. We knew it was going to happen. They were never friends. Absolutely. Miss Rabbit says that Patricia, and it yes, and isn't that great? Let time with the idiot, less trauma for the kids. Yes, absolutely. That warms my heart, y'all. It really does. It does. But yeah, child, this is a whole mess. God bless all these people on their journey, child, with whatever they got going on. But I'm telling y'all, I'm waiting for somebody to trigger wildebeest, child. They're gonna have to trigger her. Now they got to trigger her, and when she come back out this time, child, this what it gonna be, y'all. This what it gonna be. I'm trying to tell y'all what she get ready to do. She already done told me. I was waiting. I said, okay. Shots fired, and they gonna want the popo to come. They gonna need the popo because the wildebeest said she ain't supposed to be playing with the people. Mm-mm. Miss Maria says, and Mary, we all could see that was gonna happen. Yes, absolutely. with you. I ain't about to mess with you, Miss Sai. Child, I done been out here with y'all for 2 hours, child. This has been good to me. Victory is mine. Yes, Lord. Come on through, Lord. Oh, and we say thank you, Lord. Yes, we do, child. Yes, we do. This has been a long road. That damn hotcakes over there trying to get somebody to bark at him because he's mad. He's mad, mad. Oh, child, baby, you better go over there and get your Bible out and get closer to the good Lord, honey. Because you don't know when your time is going to be the last, baby. Miss Maria says that Mary, I've been waiting. But child, he's mad. God bless him on his journey. God bless Martell Holt, Colbert, and Marlene on they all on their journey, child. But Marlene is probably done cried. Lord, I couldn't get no sleep the other night, child. I just cried when I heard that thing about she had physical custody over my dad, over the grandbabies. Them just my grandbabies, and she always gonna be my daughter, y'all. Uh, uh, that boy, he just like his daddy, y'all. He just gets on my nerves. We done lost everything. All the hope that we had, child, is gone. All I know now, she probably just gonna pack them children up. What's the radius she can move? 150. Child, I don't know what it was, but she gonna take them there children. She gonna take the run, man. Oh, child. Lord, he done messed up everything for us, child. Oh, Lord, I'll be working for the rest of my life. My boy, I was in retirement. I had to come back up out of retirement after you done tore up my family. Child, I cannot with you. Miss Mary says, I truly have enjoyed you this afternoon. Have a blessed day, everyone. You as well. Thank y'all so much. In the words of my mom, Miss Maria says, thanks for dropping in on the live. Hope you enjoyed it. Until the next time, we wishing y'all love, peace, and hair grease. Enjoy your evening. Miss Patricia says, I believe Marlene is probably glad Mel won. Yeah, she's probably glad because of she saw how he was treating them kids. Yeah, I can agree with that. Miss Charlene says, Marlene probably is happy the kids are with Mel. Yep. Mm-hmm. Miss Stacey Davis says, bye, y'all. Miss Paula says, have a good evening. Thank y'all so much for popping in on the live. If you didn't hit that like button on your way in, please hit it on your way out the door. If you see that hype button, please hit it to help us get our video up in the algorithm. I love y'all so much. Happy Wednesday. Y'all out there on them highways. Please be safe. Catch y'all on the next one. Bye.